Thank you for those awesome words. We greatly appreciate that. The reminder that we are surrounded here. We are standing on sacred grounds of our ancestors. On the dais at this time, he's listed as a tribal member, but he is much more than that. He's a longtime advocate of Native rights. So it is my privilege to introduce to you Mr. Boye Lad.
You know, been many years since my tenure working here in Madison and working with the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources and the Legislative Council. I sat on many committees here, and it's sad that over the last 40 years that this issue continues to be a part of our history, part of, again, the plight of our Native people. When we talk about our culture, the effigy mounds, the burial mounds, and the history, we talk about the Native people, the original inhabitants of this land. Years ago, you know, we go back to a time in millennia a time when Mother Earth, nature, and man were one. We look to, again, nature as a way, a guide in our way of life. There were times in history that we talk about our tradition. We talk about our way of life. The effigy mounds represent the various clans of our people. To understand and save the future for our children, future generation, we must look to the past. Over the years, I've worked with many of our traditional leaders, not only here regionally, but throughout the Americas. I was very fortunate in traveling down and living down in Mexico and Central America, where I grew to understand, again, the history, the exchange, the commerce that we had between our peoples. The Mississippi River and the tributaries was a way that many of our peoples, our brothers to the south, came to this land. They not only came to this land, but they left a lot of the remnants that we enjoy as part of our history. Our traditions are still based on, again, the way of life of our forefathers. For many of those that practice the ways of the traditions of our ancestors, we try to preserve and protect our land, Mother Earth. As warriors, I want to again acknowledge all the veterans and the warriors that are here, because we all swore an allegiance not only to protect our people, but again to protect our Mother Earth. We look to, again, our warriors because they enjoy and bring a certain kind of respect. In working with many of our clan leaders, when we faced a lot of these situations, I called upon the chief and the various clan leaders among my people to come and again together and to try to work out an arrangement. I sought legislation through the Legislative Council and through the DNR board, one of our rule-making authority, one of our departments here in the state of Wisconsin, tried to preserve a lot of our burial mounds and effigy mounds. It's a plight that still continues. There are a lot of atrocities that I've faced over the years that I wanted to again inform a lot of our people, get the assistance of a lot of our traditional people. And again, to save for our future, we must protect, again, Mother Earth, protect what is here today. We look to our chief, we look to our clans, our traditions, our way of life, and to our warriors to preserve a future for our youth and our future generations to come. I cannot understand today when I look down at in South America, the burning of the Amazon jungle. You look at the change in weather. I just recently came back from New Mexico, where there's a lot of snow and sub-zero winters, whereas in the North Pole it is 30 degrees today. The change that is happening on this earth. So again, we must fight to protect this land. The effigy mounds, the burial mounds, is just one part of, again, the preservation and protection of our way of life. The future is based on our traditions. I was very fortunate in working with a group of scientists, archaeologists, that had some recent discoveries that go back thousands of years ago. Still waiting for scientific approval. But again, for myself, I'm very careful of what I say and what I bring forth, because these findings would, again, change a lot of the philosophies, not only for our region here, but throughout the world, would change a lot of our history. So again, it is indeed a great honor. I want to thank my people. I thank my sister and my relatives for giving me an opportunity to come back. And again, I do support all of you, each and every one of you, that we must fight this bill, Assembly Bill 620. But again, this fight has been going on forever, and we hope that we will stop it today. And I thank again all our brothers, all our sisters, everyone that is here today to support not only the Ho-Chungaha people, but all our native people through Wisconsin. Aho.
Oh, thank you. We greatly appreciate those words that remind us
It's up to you.
of why we are here and how we came to be here and the battle that has been fought.